Good morning, Tahmina Khan is here in TKMaths is fun. We will continue the past paper questions of Year 12 Mathematics P2 Edexcel IAL course. So this is worksheet number 2. I have taken 2 questions in it. And one question is related to trigonometry and other is related to sequence and series. So let's see the question. You will find the link of the other videos in the description below. So here is the question. Very important thing is that you have to mention each and every step of your working. In most of the question, it is always written, show all stages of your working. So do not keep things in your mind only, always put it on the paper. The depth of the water D meter. So D is representing the depth of the water in harbor in a particular situation. And T is the number of hour after midnight. So this is very important. At midnight, 24-hour complete new day starts. So it will start from 0 minutes onward. Show that the depth of the water in the harbor at 2 a.m. is just over 4 meter. So what comes in your mind even without solving anything? In place of T, when we will write 2, because from midnight till 2 a.m. it is 2 hours. Your answer should be more than 4, little more than 4, right? So let's start solving it and see what answer do we get. So you can do with me. Make sure the mode of your calculator is in radian mode. You can see in the equation it is written pi by 6. So keep the mode radian. So in place of T, I will write 2. So pick up the calculator. Now, I don't need to write it. You can just pick up the calculator. So I'm also using the calculator and finding out the value of T. Just give me a second. Okay. So it is coming 4.066 meter. So it is just above. So proven that at 2m, the depth of the water is just more than 4 meter. Okay. Now part B. Find to the nearest minutes the first time after midday when the depth of the water in the harbor is exactly 6 meters, right? Because it is a function of sine, so without doing anything, we know it will be a repetition, right? Because the sine graph is like this. So seeing this graph, we know there are multiple times when the depth will be around 6 meter, for example. So you have to find out the first time the depth was 6 meter. So let's just start solving it. So D is 6 in this case. So in this formula, I'm writing D is equals to 6 and I have to find out the value of T now, right? So 6 minus 8 divided by 5. For this, the prerequisite is trigonometry. You should know trigonometry very well. This is a modeling question, the situation, real life problem. So now if you remember, whenever we are solving trigonometric equation, there are 2 angles, basic angle and general angle. So this minus sign is indicating that out of 4 quadrants, the general angle is lying in the 3rd and 4th quadrant. Correct? So my basic angle will be here and here because sign is negative here. So to calculate the basic angle, because basic angle or sometimes it is called reference angle also, it is made with the x-axis in a quadrant. So my answer is in the 3rd and 4th quadrant and the angle made with the x-axis would be, so you just do sine inverse 2 over 5. Do not write negative 2 over 5, just 2 over 5. So let's see the answer.
To buy flag.
So the answer here is, just a minute, answer will be in the calculator, radian mode. It is coming 0.4115. So it means this is 0.4115 and this 0.4115. Now I have to change the domain. The domain is given to us in the question is from 0 to 24R. But my angle is now pi by 6t plus 3. So we need to change it. Okay. So right now, this is the domain given to you. So I'm changing it as per the angle given in the question. So first of all, I'm multiplying everything by pi over 6. So it will be 24 pi over 6. And then I'm adding 3. So it will be 4 pi plus 3. Now, when we have angles like this in radian, it is difficult to understand which quadrant we are in, right? So just for our understanding, what we will do, we will change these degrees, radian into degree. So we know 1 radian is approximately equals to 57.2 degree, right? So I will change it into degree, multiply it. So it will give me 171.6 degree. This is for me, right? So that I can understand which quadrant I am in when I'm starting the rotation. And 4 pi plus 3 is equals to, and multiply by 57.2. So it will be approximately equals to 890. This is 553, which is approximately equals to 890 degree. Right. Now, if I see here in this diagram, okay. So now 171 angle is somewhere here, right? So this angle will be and your rotation will start at 3 radian and end at 4 pi plus 3, which is equivalent to 3.553. Let me just see what is this equals to. 4 times pi. 4 times pi plus 3 is equals to, sorry, it is equals to 15.56. Somehow I calculated it. It is equals to 15.566. Okay, which is equivalent to 890 degree. That is correct. So it means the rotation is starting from here and it will continue and end here. This is what it is like, right? 2 times rotation. And definitely because we have to find out the first value, because it is saying in the question, the nearest minute for the first time. First time. So I'm not interested how many, but yes, I will show in the examiner, in the script. So I'll start my rotation from here and end first time over here. So my answer will be, because we always measure angle from here. So when we stop first time here, this is my first angle. So I will say pi plus 0.4115. Right. Then second time I will stop here. This will be 2 pi minus 0.4115. Then I will continue and stop here again. Now it will be 3 pi plus 0.4115. And then last time I will stop here, which is 4 pi minus 0.4115. But I will only work out this one because question says first time when the depth was 6 meter. So I will write here pi by 60 plus 3 is equals to pi plus 0.4115. And I will solve for t. You can also check in the calculator. Give me a second to calculate the value of t here now. Okay, so it means now, because question says give answer in minutes, nearest minute, so you can say it will be equals to 1 hour and 5 minutes, right? Or you can say 13:05. So that is the first time after the midday. Okay, it will be at the depth of 6 meters, right? So now let's see the next question. Question number 8. Sorry, it is question number 7 actually, because we selected altogether 7 questions in this worksheet. So now, in an arithmetic series, the first term is a, and the common difference. Show that. The question is saying show. It means you have to derive this formula. So let's do this. This question has come a couple of times in the past paper, so all of you should understand this very well. So let's see how. So we have to prove that the sum of the formula is this. Okay. So let's write it down the general form, which is a plus d. Let me use different colors so that we can understand. Then it is a plus 2d and so on. Now if I see, the last is a plus n minus 1d, and before that it would be a plus n minus 2d. Now the same series, if I write in the reverse order, then what it will be? Then it will be this last one will be the first one I'm writing, okay? So it will be a plus n minus 1d, okay? So first and last. Then second and second last, okay? Like this I will move on. Okay, now see here. Second last is a plus n minus 2d. Similarly here, the last one will be a, and the second last will be a plus d. Now if you add them up, let's add them up. 2 times sum. Now if I add it, these two, it will be 2a plus n minus 1d, right? Now I'm adding these two terms. It will be a plus d plus a n minus 2d. If I open it, it will be, so 2a plus, if you see here, it will be this one and this one will be minus d. So nd minus d, right? So it will become 2a plus n minus 1d. You noticed we are getting the same term, 2a plus n minus 1d, 2a plus n minus 1d. Similarly, see here in the last one, you can check it for the third one and fourth one also, but there's no need. This much working is sufficient, n minus 1d. And similarly here also, it will be a plus d and minus 2d. It is just like this one. So I will get here 2a plus and minus 1d. So what we are getting here if you see, the sum of the two series will be n times 2a plus n minus 1d. Because how many terms we have here? N terms, right? And each term is 2a plus n minus 1d. So this will give you the sum formula for the sum of the series. So this is what you have to show in the working. Okay. Now let's see the next part. Now we have to find out the sum of this series, which is given here. Part B. So if I have to show the sum of this, what information do I have here? The first term is 900. The difference I can find out by subtracting second term minus first term, right? Which is equals to minus 8. Number of terms I don't have. So we remember one thing, the last term is represented by this, right? A plus n minus 1d, which is the general term. So it is 500. First term is 900. And I have to find out, and difference is minus 8. Now if you simplify it, so it will become what? So you get n is equals to 51, right? And you have to find out the sum. So now you can apply the sum formula, which is n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. We will substitute the values here to get the answer. So n is 51. First term is 900. N is 51 minus 1 is 50, and d is minus 8. Right? So now we will solve it. So you are getting here 35700. So you can also check it, right? And now the last part of the question. This is separate question, so I'm just copying it here. You can see how long the questions are, right? It is carrying altogether 13 marks, so it's a long question. It is very important to get it correctly to get good grades. Now in this question, I have to show this equation. Now what comes in your mind? What information is given here about the terms? The information given here is these are the first three terms of the geometric series. And what do you know about geometric series? That the ratio of the consecutive terms is same, right? So because these are first three terms, term 1, 2, 3, so I will simply do second term divided by first term will be equals to third term divided by second term, and then I will simplify it. So let's simplify. I'm sure your algebraic skills are strong. You can put the video on pause and try to solve it yourself. Now, if you see here, I can cancel it. Now use calculator to see the Working now, very important thing, where students usually lose marks. They use the calculator, they get the value. Now when you get the value, you must have to write it in the factorized form, must. Otherwise you will lose 1 mark, and the steps required afterward, you lose marks there as well. So now, after that you can write here the values. This is you have seen in the calculator, so no need to write it directly here. Now which value of k you will take, that is very important. Because in next part of the question it is saying series is convergent. Series is convergent means the ratio is proper fraction, right? So now I will substitute this value of k here. So first term was k plus 4. So let me substitute first of all k equals to 8. Okay. So first one was k plus 4, then k minus 2, then 11 minus k. Let's see what do we get here. I'm substituting it to see. I can substitute directly here also, okay? So if I see the ratio, I'm getting ratio 1/2. This seems perfect. We have to see the other one also. Now you can put it in the calculator and check. So if you put k equals to minus 5/2, I'm just putting it in the calculator to check rather than doing it again here. So I'm substituting here minus 5/2 plus 4. I got 3/2. Then I'm putting minus 5/2 minus 2 is minus 9/2. Then I'm putting it here. Now when I divide this by this and this by this, I don't get the same answer. It means this is rejected. So the only value of r is half. The last part of the question is saying find the sum of the infinity. So you will just substitute the formula here. So a was 12. This is your first term. This was term 1, term 2, term 3. So term 1 is 12. 1 minus half. Let's put in the calculator 1 minus half. Okay, so it will be 24. So sum to infinity is 24. So I hope you understood. Please press like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Take care. Allah Hafiz.